Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demo here in the UK, and I'm here to bring you lots of inspiration for paper crafting projects, specifically using Stampin' Up products, of course, but you can substitute whatever's in your stash if you want to case any of my projects. Right, okay, so today we are making this card. This was my customer thank you card for this month. Hopefully by the time this video goes out, it should have been with all my customers, so I don't want to spoil the surprise. So I hope they will have received it. I'm using a new stamp set that's in the new catalogue called Sending Smiles, which is lovely. I love the floral images. You all know that I love floral, so that's a win with me. But I also love the fact that you can do this great big sending and then add any of these messages. And most of them I like. I like birthday wishes. I like a note of thanks. I like a card to say hello. All the good luck your way when you're sending a good luck card. That would be lovely. So really lovely, really impressed with this set, and I've made several projects with it as well, so expect to be seeing lots of it soon. Right, okay, so let's get started. So I've made these ones already. I've actually made more than this, but I just grabbed these ones. And so today I'm going to make it in a different colorway. So I've used Tahitian Tide, this beautiful turquoise, my favorite one of the new in colors, and Orchid Oasis. Not sure why it's called orchid. I've never seen an orchid that color, but anyway, hey ho. And then this is Parakeet Party, and this is Sweet Sorbet. The only one I haven't used is Starry Sky up there. But anyway, we're going to make it in a different colorway today. We are going to make it in Sweet Sorbet. I've already got a little bit of paper ready here, and I'm just going to take my trimmer, if I can find it, behind here, and I'm just going to cut this down. I want this to be 3 centimeters ish wide, so that's just how wide my strips were, and this just happened to be a little bit of wet leftover DSP from a project I was making before. This is from the Family Stacks DSP. It's 6x6 and it comes in all the colours in our range, so you can buy a Brights pack, you can buy a Subtles pack, Regals, Neutrals, or the 2 new in colours, the new in colours, or last year's in colours as well, and they're just ever so useful. I use them a lot, so you might want to consider them. They're $11.25 for 48 sheets, I think. Is it 40 or 48 sheets? Something like that, but loads and loads of possibilities. I don't ever use a whole pack up, so... Right, okay, what else do we need to do? Right, I've got a card blank. My usual card blank, so it's half an A4 sheet, and then I'm going to score it at 10.5 centimetres. It's a 4 1/8 if you're working in old money, in Imperial. There we go. So that's our card blank. Just grab my bone folder. Thought I was organised, but don't seem to have anything out that I need. There we go. And then I'm going to do some. I'm going to glue my piece of DSP on there first. I'm going to use the spotty side. These ones, so you can see there's 4 different patterns. So these ones I've used the stripy one, different way round. I've used the floral one. This one's got a check and a spot on it. So I might use them the other way round. Got my Tombow here. There we go. Oh, it's coming out. It's ready to come out. It's overflowing. There we go. So a bit of Tombow around there, and either with your silicone brush, which you will have seen me using in the past, or with a cocktail stick, smooth that out. Some people have commented that you don't get as much wiggle room, and you don't, because the glue is thinner. It will dry faster, but you still will get a little bit of wiggle room, which is usually enough to just make sure that you've got your project straight. There, is that straight? Yep, I think so. So let's just put that. So that's the first bit. Overlaps slightly. So I can just take some scissors and just trim off that overhang, and then you get a really lovely flush edge. So it's better to have it too long and trim it rather than do it and have it too short. There we go. Right, okay. Right, now we're going to stamp our panel. So here we go. And I'm using a stitched rectangle, but I'm going to do the stamping and then I'll use the stitched rectangle. I can't remember which way around I did it on these, honestly. I did them a while ago. So first of all, I need the leaves stamp. which is this one. So lots of different leaf arrangements in this set. This is the one I'm using, and I'm going to go with Parakeet Party, which is this lovely lime green. We do have parakeets in our garden, actually. We're in Surrey, and we have a lot of flocks of parakeets, exactly this colour, flying around. Right, and we're going to do that not too near the top. There we go. There. And we are then going to take the red, because we're doing it in Sweet Sorbet today. We're going to do the red, our flowers in red. So I need 2 flowers, which is this one and this one. So I'm going to stamp in Sweet Sorbet. Excuse me if my head gets in the way, I just need to make sure I am placing this correctly. There, beautiful. I love how these come together. They just come alive as soon as you put the flowers on them. The whole card comes alive. What should we do? Should we do that one right this way? And another Sweet Sorbet, and probably see all my roots as I'm doing this. Right, and then in the centre, I think we'll use Tahitian Tide for the centres of these. We've got 3 centres actually in these cards, because we've got another flower that needs a different centre, which I'll show you on another card another day. Right, so turquoise is going in the middle here. Because they're photopolymer, they're very easy to place. There we go. And then just before we finish, I'm going to leave the turquoise, the Tahitian Tide out, and I'm going to try and find the note of thanks. Here we are, the stamp. So I'm going to just stamp this as well. I'm going to do it at this end, and then we can do all the die cutting at once. There we go, a note of thanks, lovely message. There we go. So let's we want our stitched rectangles, and I think it was this one that I moved, so it's the 4th. Oh no, it's not that one, is it? Yes, it is that one, the 4th. So 3 smaller ones and then this one. I can measure it if you'd like the measurements. It is about 5.5 centimetres by about 9, or in inches it is about 2.25 by 3.5-ish, so that's the one you need. So I'm going to place that on there, and yeah, like that, trying to get it all in. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze. Just grab a bit of washi tape to hold that in place. We have now got a new magnetic plate that you can use to hold your dies in place if you wanted to do that. And then I need the die from here to cut out my note of thanks. So these are lovely little label dies. I love these. I have used this stamp set quite a lot already with the dies and things. That's because it's the only one I've got. It was the only one I placed in pre-order, and I'm just waiting for my new order to come through. But I've enjoyed using this one a lot, so I'm glad that it's the only one. You get overwhelmed sometimes if you buy a lot of things all at once. It's a bit overwhelming to know what to use, and sometimes I get to the end of the catalogue and think I haven't used that stamp set nearly enough. And so I'm trying to be more methodical. Oh gosh, that's really creaking. Ugh. There we go. That's all the die cutting done. Just put that out of the way. And then we can put our card together. So we've got our panel, which we're going to glue on there. So very simply put together, this one, very simple stamping. Not die cut the flowers, although there are dies to die cut all those flowers out, should you want to. There we go. And the first day today that I've needed my fan on in my craft room. So it's what is the date today? The 8th of May. 7th of May. And it's the first day I've needed to be cooled down in here. Right, and then that's going across there like that. So just a couple of dimensionals to go on there. Grab my tweezers. So I wonder what you're all thinking about the new catalogue. I'd love to know your thoughts. Wasn't a catalogue that I went through and thought, oh, I've got to have that, I've got to have that, I've got to have that. But actually, as I've worked with things, I've actually grown to love them. So this stamp set, it was one of my favourite ones when I went through, but actually there's quite a lot of others now that I'm getting to like. I think one of the reasons I wasn't impressed was because there were so many flowers, and although I love flowers, I keep trying to wean myself off them. But actually I've just given in this time and I have bought all flowers, so... but they're the cards I like to send. Most of the people that I send cards to like flowers, so there we go. And that's our thing, and that's our card done. There we go. I didn't do any stamping in the sets in the middle. I might do though. Should we just do a quick stamp of a flower in the middle, in the inside? Might just quickly do that. So I'm not going to do any leaves. I'm just going to do the flower head. And there, and just the centre of the flower as well, just to link that through. And I will go through, and I might do all the others that I've made. I might just do a little bit of stamping inside as well. There we go. How lovely is that? Yeah, really pleased with those. So, and I'm really liking the new in colours. I like having new colours to work with. I wouldn't say I'm as impressed as last year. I do love last year's still, but you know, quite happy with those new in colours. I have to say I like them a lot better than the ones that have just retired. I really didn't get on with those at all. They were not my kind of colours, but these I really like. Anyway, that's it from me today. If you'd like to buy anything that I've used, if you'd like to purchase anything, you can go down to my shop. Please use my code if you do that, and then you will get a free gift from me next month in the post. Even if you don't use my code, you'll still get a little thank you package, so don't worry about that. And yeah, have a nice day, and I'll be back really soon with another project, probably with the same stamp set. Bye for now.